Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of November 28th. I'm Catherine Oleko, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing. And today we are obsessing about influencers. This started because Terry and I, as you may know, watch Dancing with the Stars, and part of the deal is that you follow the pros on Instagram.
They are fun follows.
They all have like side hustles and that trade upon their influence. And, you know, they are selling fitness DVDs or not DVDs in this day and age, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
And now
exercise wear, clothing, baby clothing. It's all
whether it's stuff that they've come up with or they're, you know, being paid as a brand ambassador or whatever. So, Terry, explain this new one because
I'm not 100% clear on how this works, but Pasha and Daniela, who are a married couple who are pros on Dancing with the Stars, they already had a side hustle that was like teaching people to dance for their weddings, which I think was not so much an in-person thing, but maybe a video thing. But now they have been touting something called Dancing Pizza, which I think there's a company that is setting up these partnerships with what they do is you will get your branded pizzas and they will contract with pizza restaurants to not sell them in their restaurant, but make them so that Uber Eats can bring them to people. I think that might be how it works. There's a kitchen something listed on their website as it sounds like is the force behind it. So I don't think Pasha and Daniela said, hey, let's go figure out how to make dancing pizzas and bring them to people. I think somebody came to them and said, hey, would you like to do this?
Right.
Could be wrong. That's what it seems like. So they, you know, there's like various dancers have said, I guess, what their favorite pizza toppings are. And so they have a little menu with the dancer and the name of the pizza, and you can order these things and Uber Eats will bring it to you. And, you know, good for them. They are an enterprising couple. And I wish them well with their dancing pizza and whatever they come up with next. But it, you know, it got Catherine and I to thinking, who could we influence and what will we influence them to do? And I mean, technically we have our Amazon shop is for influencers, which we are influencing nobody because I keep getting things that say you did not sell anything this period. But I did have a brief flirtation with being an influencer. You know, lots of companies are saying, you know, we have this special thing, you know, you could do this, but it's never anything. I mean, I can't influence on baby clothes. I can't influence on exercise wear. There's most of the stuff that they're trying to get influencers to do is not my jam, but I have these, I guess it's called a skin on my computers from this company called Jealous Skins. And I really like them, and I've gotten them for each of my laptops that I have. And they also make them for phones and stuff. It's a product I really like and I use. And they said, you know, hey, we're looking for influencers. Go sign up on this app, and then we'll give you things to do. And I thought, well, this is something I could maybe try to do. So first of all, I get this app that they do it through. And it's like the opening screen for the app is like a couple of hipsters with tattoos. And I'm like thinking, perhaps this isn't really for me. And so every time I open this thing, I see these two kids and think, come on in, Grandma. I guess you can try and influence. Maybe some old people would like the products too. But I did some of the most elementary things, and then I just didn't have time to follow through on it. And then Jealous Skins left that program, so I am now even less influential than I was before. But so there's like a whole structure around this. There's like, you can go onto this app and you can find places that want influencers and you can sign up with them. And if they look at your profile, and if you seem right, then they'll give you tasks to do. And you know, it's all sort of coordinated. And then I'm sure once if you're at the level of, if you're at the stratospheric level of celebrity of a Dancing with the Stars pro, I'm sure companies come to you and say, hey, put this on your kid and take a picture.
Right.
So, or, wear this to practice and then tell your followers where you got it. So it's a whole new way to show.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, my son's cat is TikTok famous.
That's right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
are like pet
So he's
food
kind
brands
of-
coming to him and saying, here,
he's-
use this kitty litter in one of your videos.
Well, so it's interesting because you have to have a certain number of followers, obviously, right? And then, like, there's a whole bunch of rules around it. So my son wasn't interested in flogging anybody else's wares, except for, like, everybody kept asking him what company made these talking buttons. And
Right.
so he kept mentioning the company over and over again in his, in the video, in the comments. And he was like, hey, these buttons, because they're individual buttons, they're like, I don't know, they're pricey. They're not cheap, right? And you have to buy them individually. And he's like, maybe the company that makes them will sponsor, not sponsor, but
Yeah.
will pay us to advertise.
Hook him up for a few free buttons.
Yeah.
So when he first reached out, they didn't respond. And it was like weeks and weeks. And my son was like, well, they're missing out. They're missing the boat. And then they came back and they're like, well, we'll give you 5% off your next order or something crazy like that. And like in the meantime, he's got like 6.6 million views on this one video, right? And it's like, okay, I think we're worth a little more than 5%.
Yeah.
And then I think they actually, the last I heard is that they maybe they haven't actually sent any product for him to use. But I think there's some kind of a little deal in the works. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's not easy. Like some of these companies, they're not readily, available to jump on this bandwagon. Even though my son is like, yeah, my cat wants to be an influencer. Sign him up.
He's putting in the work already.
Yes.
Let's get him some recognition.
Exactly. He works hard for the money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite a thing. Like anyway, at least with that particular company, maybe, I don't know, maybe Nike's more readily available. I don't know. But.
Well, or you have to go to the pizza place on Uber Eats.
Right. Yeah. All
I mean,
the
Uber
cat's
Eats
favorite
seems to
pizzas.
have money. They don't they have all the
I feel
TV
like it.
ads? They have TV ads with celebrities. I feel like,
Yeah.
unless
true.
that's
He could-
DoorDash, and
cat
I'm
could
getting
be in the thing.
confused.
I think are you thinking Instacart, who had like,
Oh, that has Sarah Silverman, right?
no, and oh my gosh, what's her
I
name?
have no idea what either of you are talking about.
The singer, oh my gosh, why am my brain is not working. What's her name?
You don't have instant retrieval of advertising? What is the matter with
she's
you?
like a singer, she's super popular. Not Taylor Swift, obviously, but
Taylor Swift has a lot of cats. She might be interested in
Maybe
some
there's
cat
a partnership between the cat influencer and Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I'm going to come up with a name. Just a minute. This is so crazy. I cannot believe I can't think of it right now. I know. I'm feeling this stress.
But I
Talk
mean,
amongst yourself, listeners.
I would say that I don't have
Lizzo.
much of a. Oh,
Lizzo.
Lizzo. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, if companies have the budget for Lizzo, then maybe they're not turning to us for our influence.
They are a loss of not very much money.
Yeah, they're lost. I mean, there's products that I am extremely loyal to, right? So that's what I would have to be influencing.
Yeah, I do see that a lot of places have now when you buy something, they say, hey, they have like a rewards. The sock place I talked about last week. Or a couple of weeks ago. They have a rewards program, and if you follow them on different social media, you get points in your rewards program. And if you share it with a friend, you get points in your rewards program, and then you get money off your socks. So that's sort of like a very small, very low level thing. But if you see a company,
that's the kind of thing that you probably, you might not mind doing.
No, I wouldn't mind doing those things. That's the level I got to with the Jellaskins on the app.
Right. They
were
should
more
give you
ambitious
some
things.
points for mentioning them on their podcast.
Yes. Did I mention the name of that? The name of that company is Jellaskins, but they're no longer on the app. Then it graduated.
No, but
up
you
to,
mentioned the socks. I mean,
the socks. Yes, Sakano.
Yes.
Call. Get in touch. Maybe they will have by this time. I don't know. Anyway, but the things in the app, it moved up to take a picture of your stuff and write a post about it, and then so it got more influencer-y the more you wanted to get into it,
right?
Which I have other things going on in my life, and I never did. But I'm trying to think what I use and like that much that I would. What, like, old lady and are there enough? Where are all the old people on Facebook? And I could, talk about my maybe the macular degeneration shot people want to give me kickbacks.
There you go.
Maybe if I talked up my doctor, hey, Dr. Dante
I was just
is
gonna
really
say,
good
talk
with the
about your
shots.
retina specialist.
If you live in northern New Jersey, go right to NJ Retina. I'll be sending out a bill for that when we're done here. What sort of old people things could I recommend? I mean, we try to be influencers with our Roundabout Roundup,
I know,
right?
that's what we
Nobody
do.
takes us up on it.
No.
They might. We just don't know.
I keep, I always tag
Stay
the places
tuned.
we mention, the people we mention on Twitter, and hello.
And like every 10th or 20th time, they actually acknowledge
we get a
that
like
we've said anything.
or a response, but none of them are saying, hey, mention us again, we'll give you this much money.
I know.
We would really, we're pretty cheap, and we are very willing to compromise our integrity. So if you want us to mention you on every single podcast episode,
If the price is right.
get in touch. We will charge a lot less than Lizzo, I can guarantee you.
And
But
the
maybe-
thing is, does Lizzo
Probably
need
a
the
lot
money?
less than Josh's cat, also. Though we have an inn, if you're interested.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Catherine, what were you going to say?
No.
I was just saying, does Lizzo need the money or do we?
Yeah,
Is the
that's
question.
true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, to be an influencer, you have to have this huge audience already.
That's true.
So-
Which we do not. Basically, we need to find out who wants to influence my friend Mike. Hi, Mike. And sign up with them.
Yeah. It's tough.
Well,
Well,
feel free to reach out.
I think we are
Anybody that's
possibly
listening.
influencing listeners to fall asleep right about now. Make a deal with
All
Somnix.
right. Tune in tomorrow when we will share our Roundabout Roundup of things that we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all of our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.